Hi CalPers, it's me Morgan and I'm here with wellness specialist Ali. And today we're going to be talking about two health related topics. We're going to be talking about gluteal amnesia. I'm going to go into quick detail about what that is. So it's essentially when your glutes are not firing the way they should be. It's considered a muscular imbalance and a muscular dysfunction. A lot of us tend to be quad dominant, meaning that our quads tend to take over for our glutes. And that's very nice of them that they want to help work out, but unfortunately it leads to some pain and syndrome, especially with our hips and our knees, whenever we're working through our activities of daily living as well as working out. So today I'm going to show you how to really get those glutes to fire, get them up to working, and show you some exercises you can do, not just to help improve the glutes, but also to use as a warm-up for any sort of cardio that you might be doing. Go ahead, Ali, you can explain yours today.
Sure, so the posterior chain not only includes the glutes, of course, it also includes the erector spinae muscles, the muscles that you can't see, they're just right back here. Those are very important to keep engaged and keep strong, as well as the muscles in your upper back. So upper back, lower back, even triceps, we're talking about calf muscles, we're talking about our hips, and always keeping your abs engaged when you're working out. So I'm going to go over a few exercises to help strengthen all of those muscles. Not the show muscles necessarily, but definitely the go muscles, the ones that help our bodies be active and stay healthy and supple and not be hurting ourselves when we're working out. To work out effectively is truly very important.
So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, guys, I'm going to show you some quick exercises, but first I'm going to talk about gluteal amnesia just a little bit more. So gluteal amnesia, aka dead butt syndrome, is when your glutes turn off and your quads take over, like I mentioned before. I'm going to show you exactly why this happens. I want you to imagine I'm sitting at a desk all day long. What are my glutes and my hamstrings doing? They're stretched out all day long. Now, because they're stretched out, they get weakened over time, and that can lead to quad dominance or our quads taking over when we're moving through our daily lives and when we're working out. Having strong quads is certainly not an issue, but of course when they're working harder because the glutes are not working, it causes muscular imbalances that can affect your joints like your ankles, your knees, and your hips. So if you're a runner and you've been noticing, hey, my shins really hurt when I'm running, chances are you're probably not using your glutes. You should absolutely be using your glutes to run. So the exercises I'm going to show you today are going to help turn those glutes on, and they are a great warm-up for if you're about to run. I do this before every activity that I'm going to do, whether it's just a quick 10-minute jog or even a 5K, I always do these warm-ups just to make sure that my glutes are in fact firing and are ready to go. So all you need today is one of these little booty bands, resistance bands, whatever you want to call them. You absolutely don't need one. It's completely optional. You can do this all body weight. And if you have a resistance band, but it's not the circular one, just go ahead, sandwich your legs together and double knot it. So let's go ahead and slip that on. And we're gonna get started just right above the knees there. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get started with a quick squat. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see me. We're gonna take those glutes back behind us. Knees are not going beyond our toes. When you lift back up, I want you to give those glutes a little extra squeeze, just so they know what's going on. Let's go for 10 here. Weight is back in your heels. You should be able to pull your toes off of the floor, but I actually want you to keep your toes down. Otherwise, sometimes we take that weight a little bit too far into our lumbar, lower back, and it feels a little bit uncomfortable. Let's go for 2 more here. All right, guys, go ahead and turn it around for me. We're gonna go for a little monster walk. I want you to go ahead and hold that squat position. Weight is in the back of my heels, glutes are back behind me. We're gonna take 3 steps to one side, and we're gonna take 3 steps back. Great job. So I'm keeping my glutes nice and engaged this whole time. I'm using a little bit of quad too, that's okay. And I'm also using my inner and my outer thighs, helping engaging all of those muscles, making sure that we're correcting that muscular imbalance. Doing great, guys. We've got about 4 more here. One more walk back to the top of our mat. We're gonna go ahead and move on. We're laying down onto our side. We're going for some clamps. We're gonna go ahead and lay down on our side. Prop yourself up on your elbow here. Knees are bent and stacked. Ankles and feet are gonna stay together. Knees gonna go up towards the ceiling, just like you're opening a little book. Perfect. These are clams. They work that glute side kind of glute area. They're one of Joseph Pilates' original 60 exercises. They've been around for about 100 years. Great job, guys. About 5 more here, and then we're gonna go ahead and come onto our hands and our knees for some donkey kicks. Last 2. All right, let's go ahead and come onto our hands and our knees. Hands are right below your shoulders. Knees are right below those hips. We're gonna go for a little donkey kick. My foot is flexed. I'm gonna take a nice 90-degree angle with that knee, like I'm stamping that foot up on the ceiling. Let's switch sides each time here. Great job. Really want you to keep that core nice and engaged here. I'm not losing that engagement. My belly button isn't coming down to the floor. I'm not dumping into that low back. I'm keeping a nice neutral spine. Three more here. Last one. All right, let's go ahead, flip it over onto our other side. I didn't forget, I would never leave you unbalanced. Same thing here, knees are nice and stacked, and we're gonna go for some 10 clamshells. Doing great, guys. We just got a couple more exercises here, and then I'll leave you on with your day and pass it off to Ali. Three more. Last one. Great. Let's go ahead and roll onto our back. We're going to go for some glute bridges here. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead, lift those glutes. Give them a little extra squeeze at the top again, just in case. Tap them back down, and then I want you to lift right back up. We got 3 more here, and then I want you to hold at the top for our last exercise. All right, guys, let's go ahead and hold it up at the top here. I want you to open and close those sides, just like we were doing in those clams. Feet are staying firmly planted on the floor and bending through those ankles. Halfway here. Last 2. All right, and go ahead. Bring yourself up to standing slowly. Let's take that band on off. Those are my favorite exercises for getting those glutes to fire, to remind them what they're supposed to be doing when they're trying to take a break and let the quads take over. I like to do that again as a warm-up, but these are great exercises to sprinkle in through your workouts throughout the week. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to Ali.
Hello everyone, remember me? So my name is Ali, and I'm going to piggyback off Morgan and talk about the posterior chain in general. So we're talking about everything from our feet being planted deeply into the floor, nice and strong. Our ankles, of course, not rolling in, but being sort of set with our knees pushing outward toward the corners of the room, and engaging that core, and always have a proud chest. So roll your shoulders back and down, tuck in that core, and stack your hips directly under your heels. So we're going to talk first about a few body weight exercises, and I'm going to be down here. If you guys have a mat, that's great. If you just want to be on the floor at home, go ahead and put those palms facing the hips, and your feet are planted strong down into the floor. And this is just a modified tricep exercise. We want to keep the back strong and the triceps strong. Make sure that your elbows are being pushed into the sides of your body as you do this. And if we need a little bit more of a burn in those triceps, you guys can certainly lift up. So tighten those glutes for the posterior chain, of course. And we're not doing this, remember, because this would be a glute workout. We're gonna use our triceps, and we're gonna bend. So if you're on a couch, you're gonna be using those arms, or if you're against a chair, using those arms, elbows going straight back, engaging those tricep muscles, pushing your feet into the floor, and aware of all of your body movements. Aware of your back. A couple reps of those, about 8. Do a total of 24, so you'll do 3 sets of 8 reps. And then of course, you're down here, ourselves down. Glutes are engaged. We're gonna do a modified Superman. So lift the right arm, lift the left leg. So opposite arm is leg. I'm looking at the camera, but you guys are gonna have your head down to keep a neutral spine. Engaging not only those glutes, but the lower back. This is also a Pilates move. I remember the Denise Austin video I used to do. It was my mom's. And so you're gonna go down and up, up, up. You guys are aware of those glutes and your middle back and your lower back, mainly your erector spinae muscles right here, working. And then to elevate that move, you guys can kick. Lower back is really feeling it. Toes are pointed. Glutes are engaged. And relax. Now I'm going to show you some options with weights for the triceps. Back to the floor. Right overhead. Tricep work. So you guys are going to press your lower back deep into the floor, press your core deep into the floor, belly button goes into the spine, and you're just gonna bring those weights back by the ears, elbows up, very important, elbows up. And this is for your triceps. Continuously pushing your back into the floor, elbows forward, weights parallel. And again, we're gonna do 8 reps, 3 times. You guys really will feel this, I promise you. And we're gonna bring it back up. I'm gonna show you a different exercise. For the shoulders. So again, stack those hips, hips under heels, tummies in tight, shoulders back and down, nice and proud. Put those weights right in front of your chest. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a side raise. So right here, don't let those elbows go past your shoulder, bring it back. And what's happening here is your core is tight. Your chest is proud, and you're working those shoulders, keeping your whole body strong. And I have light weights. These are just 5 pounds. All right. Forward, alternating rows. Nice neutral spine. Paying attention to that posterior chain. Your spine is part of it, your shoulders are part of it. Hinge at the hips. Head is neutral. Don't look up, don't look down, just keep it in the middle. And your knees, if you were to go like this, as Morgan was pointing out, your glutes are engaged. You don't want to go like that. You want to keep your knees nice and straight and pointed out towards the corners of the room. And then just my last exercise, I'm going to show you guys shoulder activation right here. Keep those elbows pretty bent, hinge at the hips. And we're going to do these here. Deltoid raises. Just like this. What's happening is your whole back is engaged. You'll prevent injury and extra strain on the lower back when you're doing exercises such as squats. If you're running, all right, so my shoulders are starting to feel it. Lead with those elbows. Okay, And then I will put these weights down. Thank you guys very much. Okay, so in conclusion, we talked about the posterior chain and how when we engage the right muscles while we are exercising or doing anything in our daily life, that we're preventing injury and we're helping keep our back strong, our knees strong, strengthen those hips, strengthen those glutes, make sure that all the muscles work together to do their job, and we get the results we want, and we feel great, and we don't have joint pain, and we don't have injuries from sports or exercising, and we just can live a better, balanced, more healthy exercising life.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching with us today. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. I know we talked today about gluteal amnesia and our posterior chain. Just a quick reminder, we want to be doing these exercises and really paying attention to how we're standing and sitting throughout the day to help improve our activities of daily life. So if you've been working out or even just going about your days and you're noticing some pain, especially in those knees, maybe in your low back and especially your shoulders, go ahead and come on back to this video. We'll help you get back to where you should be and find those exercises that are going to help improve your way of life and your full body function. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.